अघिल्लो भिडियोमा मैले तपाईहरुलाई यो युनिट 1 को कम्युनिकेटिभ एप्रोचेस को पनि मैले तपाईहरुलाई कम्युनिकेटिभ ल्याङ्ग्वेज टिचिङ अर्थात् CLT को बारेमा मैले तपाईहरुलाई बताएको थिएँ। आज म तपाईहरुलाई सब टपिक 2 को कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङ अथवा CLL को बारेमा म तपाईहरुलाई आज बताउने छु। यहाँ तपाईहरु हेर्न सक्नुहुनेछ कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङ अथवा CLL. The community language learning CLL was developed by Charles Ockeren and his associates in the 1960s. Ockeren was a specialist in counseling and professor of psychology at Loyola University, America. His application of psychological counseling techniques to learning is known as counseling learning. Community language learning represents the use of counseling theory to teach language. It was an attempt to remove the anxiety from learners by changing the relationship between the teacher and students. The teacher acts as a counselor and students as collaborator. It democratizes the relation between the teacher and learners in the classroom. Coren studied adult learning for many years have found that they often feel threatened by a new learning situation. They are threatened by change inherent in learning by the fear that they will appear foolish. In Coren's opinion, the anxiety and fear of students can be removed when the teacher adapts the role of language counselor, someone who is skillful to understand the struggle students face as they adapt to attempt to internalize another language. According to Coren, SARD, security, attention and aggression, retention and reflection, and discrimination are physiological requirements for successful language learning. In this method, feeling of the students is given a greater importance in CLL. तपाईले चाहिँ हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ यो CLL अर्थात् कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङको बारेमा चाहिँ त्यहाँनिर हिस्ट्री अथवा यसको त्यसपछि यसको डेफिनेसनहरू यहाँ तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ यसको बारेमा बताएको छु। तपाईले चाहिँ यसलाई याद गर्नु सक्नुहुनेछ। त्यसैगरी म यिनीहरुको तपाईहरुलाई क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स, क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स, एडभान्टेजेस एन्ड डिसएडभान्टेजेसको बारेमा चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई बताउन गइरहेको छु। क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्समा यहाँ तपाईहरु हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ 8 वटा क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स रहेको छ यो CLL को CLL. It represents the use of counseling learning theory to teach language. It helps to remove fear of students. Teacher becomes language counselor. It advises teacher to consider his students as a whole person. Emphasis is given to learners' personal feelings. It gives emphasis on listening and speaking in the beginning. There is no fixed syllabus. Learners' errors are considered as natural outcome of language. They are only corrected in unthreatening way. Students' native language can be used to develop their security. यो चाहिँ रहेको थियो क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैन। अब तपाईहरुलाई बताउन गइरहेको छु क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स चाहिँ कसरी हुन्छ, कसरी गर्न सकिन्छ। यो रहेको छ कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङ को क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स यहाँ रहेको छ। 1 मा रहेको छ द टिचर comes to the class and gives directions in student's mother tongue. A student raises her hand and the teacher comes behind him. The student says a phrase, sentence in native language and the target language of students is recorded. The teacher sits and asks students in mother tongue about their experience. The tape is played and they listen to their conversation. The teacher plays the tape again and asks the students to translate it into their mother tongue. 6. The teacher writes English sentences on the board. Students work in pairs and groups to create new sentences. The teacher replays the tape and students listen. The teacher asks them about their experience. The students continue to work with the conversation they created for some classes. They also engage in different activities of the text. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स। त्यसै गरी यसको एडभान्टेजेस तपाईँहरू हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ यहाँनिर। इट इन्हान्स लर्नर अटोनोमी एन्ड क्रिएटिभ थिङ्किङ. It can work well with lower level students who are struggling in spoken English. It creates a warm, sympathetic, and trusting relationship between teachers and students. It emphasizes the whole person learning. It lowers the student's anxiety and overcome threatening affective filter. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ डिसएडभान्टेजेस। अब म तपाईँहरूलाई डिसएडभान्टेजेसको बारेमा चाहिँ बताउन गइरहेको छु। यहाँ हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ तपाईँहरू डिसएडभान्टेजेसमा सम लर्नर्स फाइन्ड इट डिफिकल्ट टु स्पिक इन टेप. It is time consuming method. It demands highly proficient teacher in target language. It does not explain any grammar in the classroom. It does not explain any grammar in the classroom. यो चाहिँ रहेको छ डिसएडभान्टेजेस। तपाईहरुले चाहिँ यहाँनिर हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ एडभान्टेजेस, डिसएडभान्टेजेस, क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स र क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स चाहिँ रहेको छ। क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स एन्ड क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स रहेको छ। यो कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङको आजलाई यति नै। मैले तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ यो थोरै भिडियो कम्युनिटी ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङको बारेमा चाहिँ म तपाईहरुलाई बताएको छु। यो चाहिँ तपाईहरुले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यसको चाहिँ क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स, क्लासरुम प्रोसिड्युर्स, एडभान्टेज एन्ड डिसएडभान्टेजेस। आजलाई मैले यति यो भिडियो छोटो भिडियो बनाएको छु। आजलाई यति नै। आउने भिडियोहरु म तपाईहरुलाई अन्य टपिकसँग सम्बन्धित म भिडियोहरु ल्याउने छु। तबसम्म मेरो भिडियो लाइक गरिदिनु होला, शेयर गरिदिनु होला, अनि तपाईहरुले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु भएको छैन भने प्लिज तपाईहरुले सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला।